This regular board meeting of the Waco Independent School Board is hereby called to order. We're going to move on to item number 5, Superintendent's Report.
And it is Black History Month, and so I want to visit a little bit about some of the activities across the district. Like we do every February, we've been celebrating the stories and voices of African Americans, past and present. And we do this by providing engaging experiences that connect our students and families to the political, economic, social, and cultural impact of African Americans.
To consider, discuss, take appropriate action regarding sign-on bonuses for certified teachers, counselors, librarians, media specialists, nurses, and police officers.
The administration is recommending the following sign-on bonuses for your consideration. A $5,000 sign-on bonus for fully certified or eligible for certification pending graduation classroom teachers, counselors, and librarians/media specialists hired on or before June 1st, 2023. The sign-on bonus will require a commitment to work for us for 2 years. Number 2, we ask for a sign-on bonus of $5,000 for police officers hired by August 1st, 2023. And 3, a sign-on bonus of $2,500 for nurses hired by August 1st, 2023. Upon approval by you all, we will begin to advertise these sign-on bonuses just in time for our April 1st job fair.
We had 85 teachers who came to us under emergency certification this year. And I don't remember how many we had the year before, but we had a good number the year before as well. And one of the things I heard in visiting with teachers in the spring was that they had not fulfilled their certification requirements. And they were stressed because they hadn't taken their tests, they hadn't passed their tests, and they weren't going to be able to come back as teachers. And so what we're trying to do is catch some people who already have that, so we don't have that extra stress of trying to help them get there and our kids get an experienced teacher.
Approve the 2023-2024 sign-on bonuses as presented with an amendment of 2-year commitment for
Police officers,
and then a 1-year commitment for nurses. Passes unanimously.
Thank you all so much.
We are moving on to item number 9, review, discuss student achievement data for academic intervention programs.
What my role is and what intervention is. We call that in public schools response to intervention, or RTI. So you'll hear that acronym a lot. RTI is focused on a proactive approach. So we're trying to catch students before they get further behind. So we try to be proactive. We're using data to determine which students need to be worked with the universal screener. And then when we look at the data, that's what we tier students by. And within Waco ISD, we have our tier 3, but we also require a little more from our SIT teachers. And that stands for supplemental instruction. We also require that they do goal setting with the students. So they are to show the students the data. They look at the data, they talk to the student about where they are and where they want to be or where they need to be. And we also ask that they do conferencing weekly to talk about their progress. So this week you made this percentage and you've shown this much growth. And they also have to do positive intervention support.
I just want to say thank you, Ms. Burnell. So just the service that you guys help our teachers with and kind of the small group servicing the tier 3, I think is much needed. And I think it really is about that. It's about convincing students that they can do it and providing that individualized instruction. So thank you for all that hard work. We're going to move on to agenda item number 10. Review, discuss changes to state accountability system.
This is the biggest change, is going to be the district rating. So the district will no longer get a separate rating. The district, the concern the commissioner had is the disconnect between district ratings and their campus ratings. I wanted to share with you the delay of STAR scores. Because the test is changing, it will have to go through a process to create scale scores. So you can see that we're going to get some preliminary data so we can have a guesstimate of where a student is in May, but you can see that the final reports and families will receive their grades for their children in August. August 11th, and then August 16th is when the data will be final.
I would just like to say thank you to all the schools around the district who've put on celebrations to celebrate Black History Month. I always like to pay homage to the Black school board members who came before myself, starting with Reverend Robert Gilbert, Dr. Emma Louise Harrison, Mr. Billy Barrett, Mr. Sammy Smith, Mr. Alex Williams, Mr. Norman Manning, Mrs. Juanica Muhammad, Mrs. Coquie Gibson, Mr. Keith Guillory, and myself, Jeremy Davis. So just thankful for the ones who paved the way, and thank our community for the support.
Their service.